Dry January, day 16. And at this point, some of you may feel like you're at a crossroads. You see all the yuck you've gone through in the past 2 weeks, getting off the alcohol, the sleeplessness, the withdrawal, all of that. And you're possibly coming to a baseline right now. And you went into this just thinking, I'm not going to drink for the month of January, but you're starting to think, maybe I want to go beyond January. And that's great. Do it. Keep exploring sobriety. But then I think there's also some that start thinking, well, I'm going to go back to drinking in January, but I'm going to try to moderate. And I definitely have a lot of thoughts on that. First and foremost, if you could moderate, you would have done it by now. Because people who are true moderate drinkers and have the ability to just drink socially and not overdo it, they have control over it, they probably didn't feel inclined to do a dry January. Because remember, there was a reason why you felt like you needed to take 31 days off of drinking. And somewhere in our minds, when we go without alcohol, we tend to think that somehow we've been healed and we've been cured and we can go back to drinking and just be a social drinker. And I think for the most part, I don't think that's true. I think once you're someone who had an issue with alcohol, like you can't have one, when you have one, you want 50. I don't know that you have the ability to go back and just be a social drinker. I believe that's the rule. There may be some exceptions to it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think that we can maybe go through periods of time where we are able to moderate, but I don't think it's a sustainable thing. I think we always get to a point where we end up overdoing it again. And I've had a ton of experience with this. I played the moderation games so hard that I'm now in recovery because of it. I would set rules in place like, I'm only going to drink on Friday nights. And the problem there was I ended up living for Friday nights. On Wednesdays, I'd be like, oh, 2 more sleeps and I get to drink. And in the back of my mind, I thought I had control over it. But yet alcohol was still controlling me because I was literally counting down the days till I could drink. So I wasn't living present in the moment on the days leading up to Friday. Or another one I would try is I'm going to moderate the amount that I drink. So I would go to the store and just buy that one bottle with the intentions of just drinking that one bottle. Now, were there some nights where I was able just to stay at that amount? Yes. But it wasn't satisfying. I was irritated. I was pissed off. I'd go to bed angry because I wanted to drink more. And then there would also be those other nights where I would drink that bottle in 15 minutes and I would be in my car back at the store buying more alcohol. And all the while, people who can truly moderate, they really don't have to try. They don't have to put that much effort into it. And for whatever reason, it's just some of us in our brains that are something, we can't stop at one. We're not satisfied as one. We are the go big, go home. We're going to drink till we can't stand up anymore. And I think when we have that tendency when it comes to alcohol, I don't know that we can ever just have a relationship with alcohol where we can just have 1 or 2, be satisfied, and just go home and go to bed. So take that for what it is, but if your mind is dwelling in, I'm going to go back to the moderation, be honest with yourself and look at your track record and ask yourself, have I ever truly been able to moderate in the past? Dry January, day 16, let's go.